Alive and alert on the north side of the dirt. It is your man D Real coming at you with another Be Real with D Real, where edutainment explains it. What are we going to be explaining about today? Ultimate Black Panther, number 7, Bryan Edward Hill, Stefano Caselli. Bruh, let's stop wasting time. Let's get into it. First things first, do what we got to do so we can do what we want to do. Comment, like, subscribe, and share the Be Real with D Real page so that when new material comes out, you get it. If you're digging with a brother shoulder, put some dirt in my bucket. Comment, like, subscribe, and share because edutainment is what I do. Now, let's get the cases. Avengers number 6. I'm Avengers. Ultimate Black Panther number 7. Bryan Edward Hill, Stefano Caselli. When we last left our hero, he kicked Khonshu in the face. And Khonshu said, all right, war it is then. Now, that bottom paragraph, that gives us what's going on currently. The war, so there is a war, has waged for months now. So, months have passed between issue 6 and issue 7. Worse still, Ra and Khonshu have empowered their armies with a mysterious green element that can accelerate the growth of life uncontrollably. See how that could be a problem. Black Panther and his confidants must find a way to control this unstable element and to slow the spread of Ra and Khonshu's dangerous influence across the continent. And like I said in the title, it kicks off with action. Finally. Also, so that you know, the conversation in the black squares is T'Challa having a conversation with Imala of the Voodoo Khan, and this is going to bleed right into that conversation. I think that's interesting how the conversation and the action are blended together, and then it turns into another scene. Great storytelling by Bryan Hill and Stefano Caselli. So you could see the synergy between the two. These are Ra and Khonshu's enthralled minions. Yeah, enthralled minions, because the eyeballs are blank. So they just, hurrah for Khonshu, we're just gonna kill everything. And there's a bunch of them. And T'Challa said, okay, y'all didn't know I got a technique for dealing with crowds. Boom, on that ass, bitch. And that's how, and that's how he hit him, laid him out, flat, sleep, well, comatose, or whatever happens to enthralled minions when they get knocked out. And then over the hill comes more. So I can't keep blasting everybody like this. Bet. Storm, Killmonger, pacify them. That's a great way to put it. Pacify them. And here comes Eric on his tread glider, is what they call it. And remember, T'Challa told him, don't kill nobody. So Eric like, all right, arm those Sonics. I like the symmetry of that. Killmonger is using Sonics, which is reminiscent of another Black Panther foe. I like that. I like the symmetry of that. And they are distracted. And now it's time for Storm to do her part, and she's calling on winds. I don't know why I hear Allison Seeley Smith's voice saying, wind. That's the only, Storm voice that it ain't Halle Berry for sure. Put it like that. And they get tornadoed and laid out. Battle between gods and kings is what Killmonger calls it. And so he needs recon done. while recon's being done, we still are in that conversation with the Vodou Khan when Storm pulls up. And he's asking the matron in the black, would you agree, Matron Amala, that it takes a special kind of madness to pretend to be a god? Anyone who does is courting danger, righteous or not. The symmetry of that conversation, and then what Aurora says to him, you are more kind than your enemy, king. I hope you don't come to regret that. And he tells her, I will not kill those Wakanda is meant to protect. So we know right off the bat, ultimate T'Challa has great reservation with killing his own people, Africans, Wakandans. Okay. And they Aurora and Killmonger continue to kind of throw shade at T'Challa because he grew up in Wakanda and they feel like he grew up soft, like he's a Wakanda boy. I guess that's the best way you could put it. But into this conversation that he's having with Matron Amala, and he's basically saying to her, what do you want me to do? You want me to marshal up my armies, go to the enemy and slay everybody? She like, yeah, do that, and he doesn't want to see his people die. Again, that recurring theme, ultimate universe T'Challa, 6160 T'Challa does not want to murder folks. He's making that evident. He said it more than twice. Don't kill nobody. I don't want nobody to die. Don't bring no harm to nobody. Says it again. They're going to go into battle again. And he's going to say it again. Now, bottom line, Amala is basically telling him what he has to do. And he's like, there's some stuff you ain't telling me. Y'all need to spill the beans. And she tells him there is a huge difference. A huge difference between certainty and faith. You ever read a Bible? You know that's true. Okay. Faith is the evidence of things not seen. Makes sense? So what she's telling him, boy, you got to have faith. And now he's like, but what about that green element? What I'm going to do about that green element? You know what I'm saying? It sounds like it responds to vibranium, but like it could be either a forerunner or the opposite of vibranium. That in and of itself is a very interesting theory. And then as we continue to read, T'Challa's examining it. He's looking at it. And he's trying to figure it out. And she's telling him, you're doing too much science, my king. You need to have faith. What if vibranium was more than just a metal? Ooh, revelation. You studying it and studying it and studying it. What if it's a living thing that's hiding its will, but its will is always working? What if it isn't Wakanda that controls vibranium, but Wakanda serves vibranium? That's a deep thought. He takes that thought home with him to Okoye. And this is the first time I've seen them really close and intimate. I mean, is it just me, or do they just seem like Okoye is a placeholder and not really a real queen that he loves? He doesn't, at least to me, it doesn't seem like he shows a lot of love for her. He shows concern for her. He cares about her, but he doesn't show love for her. I don't see it, And so he's discussing with her, about the possibility of vibranium being alive. He doesn't know how that works, but he knows that element works in a way that he does not understand. And maybe he should stop trying to understand it through science and simply understand it through faith. Battle plan for the upcoming battle. Real easy. Storm's going to go with me and help me fight, but I want Killmonger and you to go search somebody out who can make sense of all of this. That's essentially what it is. And Killmonger says something that gave me pause. He says, is it a request or an order? Because even though I'm here in Wakanda, you ain't my king. And he said he asking simply because he knows Killmonger understands the outside world and how to get in and out of places and do things. So that's why he wants Killmonger to do that for him. Okay. Meanwhile, he get ready to go into battle. And he goes into battle looking solo dolo, right? There are Khonshu's forces. He leaps up into the air, tells Storm, give me the storm, absorbs the lightning, and it seems to give him the ability to speed blitz. It's definitely an enhancer, and his armor is able to retain it. Interesting. Runs through the crowd with speed. Now that is a speed blitz. I like that. And what does he tell the people after he beats them? Name the one who set you free. And they say Black Panther. And he says, say it again loud enough for all of Africa to hear. And them faces down at the bottom, Black Panther. I can't help but think about the BET show. Black Panther, Black Panther. That's the thought that popped in my head when I heard that. And at that point, T'Challa chooses to discharge the lightning from his habit. And that's how much energy the habit was holding. And here we see Ra Khonshu in the distance. What are they talking about? He said, I suspect that's the cry of Wakanda. And and Khonshu replies, it must be. He has a kingdom built on sleeping power, and it will awaken, and the cry of Wakanda will be a scream. Now, what I get out of that is Khonshu is concerned about Wakanda and T'Challa becoming more powerful. Because right now it's just a cry. But if we let them gain power, that cry is going to become a scream. That's what I got out of it. Other people say they might have got something different, but that's what I got out of it. I urge you to read the book in its entirety. My review is not an excuse for not reading the comic book, because there are pages I didn't show you. So if you want to see the book in its entirety, you're gonna need to review on your own or hit the LCS and get it. Theo and I will be talking on this comic tomorrow, I believe 4 p.m. Eastern. If y'all want to catch that, go ahead and tune in. But that's it for now. But fret not, I will be coming at you with another one of them other ones. And until I do, y'all be good. Be good to each other.